All right, so this is my first attempt at making a YouTube video where I am sitting here talking, so bear with me because I am not too tech savvy and I just got a brand new camera and I'm a little bit nervous, not gonna lie. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about, I wanted to start a new series on kind of where I talk about things that I'm passionate about in addition to basketball, right? Because basketball is my main thing. If you know me, I started Danny Cooper Basketball, I think April of last year, April 2020, but I'm also passionate about investing, which ties along to finance, mental health, entrepreneurship, among other things. So I'm really going to be starting up this channel and just talking about different things that I am passionate about. So first thing I wanted to kind of tell you guys about is who is Danny Cooper and how did Danny Cooper Basketball start? So let's take it all the way back to really junior year of high school. So let's say I was 16 or 17 years old and I was your typical gym rat. I'm in the gym 2-3 times a day with my coaches, by myself, with my teammates, and I was always known as a coach on the floor, right? So some of my teammates would get annoyed with me, but I couldn't really help myself. Being the floor general and the point guard, I would always kind of direct traffic and put people in certain spots that they needed to be. So that was just came second nature to me, right? Coaching, helping people. So with that, I said, you know what? I might as well help kids around the area. So I would say spring of my junior year in high school, I started to dabble into basketball training, right? Now keep in mind, in those days, basketball training was not as big as it is today. So I'd say I trained a couple kids and I really started to enjoy it. And back then I'm only charging $20 per session, right? So obviously for a high school kid, $20 is a lot of money. But I was really enjoying it. And then I went about my senior year, really enjoyed it. And then ultimately decided to forego my Division III basketball opportunities and go to Penn State main campus, which was a good time, but that's a story for another day. And then how I ended up at Moravian College is also a story for another day. So how did Danny Cooper Basketball LLC start? I was actually away on spring break in Cabo, Mexico, and that's when the coronavirus came. So right when we got home, just like everybody else, I was pretty bored. And you know what? Let's go back a little bit. So after my high school training, I went to college. During college, you know, they kind of tell you to pick a major, and I was a little lost, to be honest, because I didn't know. I mean, like, nobody really should know when they're 20 what they want to do for the rest of their life. So me being open-minded, I actually saw this thing called a Pro Skills Coach Seminar held by NBA trainer Drew Hanlon, who trains Joel Embiid, Bradley Beal, Jason Tatum, among others. So I took a leap of faith when I was 19, and thanks to my parents, I was able to travel out to Drew's facility in Crystal Lake, Illinois, and it's the youngest one there by far. But in those 2 days of being out there with Drew, I learned so much, and I really realized that, one, basketball, I love basketball. I already knew that, but I learned I love helping people, and being a basketball trainer can be a real profession and make me not only a substantial amount of money, but just make me happy doing what I love to do. So after that weekend with Drew, it really opened my eyes. I really started to feel more comfortable posting content on Instagram, and I really got that started. So now let's fast back forward to when I get home from Cabo. My sister's season, she was a junior at the time, just got shut down, and they were a really good team. So I was like, you know what? Why don't I train my sister to get her prepared for her senior year? So pretty much every day starting, I'd say, March 15th of 2020, my sister and I, rain, shine, cold, whatever it was, were outside working. At that same time, I came up with an idea to do Instagram live ball handling workouts because I realized most kids are just sitting at home doing nothing or playing video games. So I might as well give back, do what I love to do and work on my ball handling. So what I ended up doing was starting Instagram live workouts Monday through Friday at, I believe it was 3 p.m. and all you needed was a ball and some space. And it was pretty incredible. So they were free. And literally after the first week, I was featured on the Fox 29 News. Shout out Jen Frederick if you're watching this. So I remember literally within like 2 minutes of the news story, I gained like 150 followers on Instagram. So that was a big break for me. And then, yeah, so I did the Instagram live for 6 weeks, I would say. And, that whole time I was kind of in the predicament of, do I charge people? Do I keep doing it for free? And what I learned is that doing things for free in the very beginning is a great way to make a name for yourself. Not only make a name for yourself, but build almost, what's the word? Build brand recognition, but also like loyalty, right? So when you show people that you really genuinely care about them and you're not just about money and you really build relationships, they're going to want to support you. So I would say after 6 weeks of doing the Instagram live totally free, I dropped this thing called Zoom ball handling, NBA Zoom ball handling and training. So basically it was a 4-week program where we did ball handling, we did film edits, which was really cool. I got to show the kids film edits of Steph Curry, Kobe, Kawhi, and I think James Harden was the 4th one. So I believe I charged $50 for that, and I think I got 15 to 20 signups within an hour. So that was like, whoa, this can be a real business. $50 times 15 to 20, it was almost $1,000 for Zoom training, which for a sophomore in college was like, wow, this is pretty cool after just doing Instagram live workouts for free for 6 weeks. So after that, I was like, okay, let's start building. So my dad helped me get an LLC, and I decided to call it Danny Cooper Basketball because, I'd thought of some names, like some other, trainers and companies have names, but I liked my name and wanted to run with it. So after that, the Zoom was being successful. COVID, people were starting to ease it up a little bit, believe it or not. This was almost a year ago, and I started to do in-person training. So after in-person training was going really well, and it just really took off. So that's kind of how it got started. All the in-person training and stories about last summer I will touch on, but for the purposes of this video, why I started Danny Cooper Basketball, I think there's 3 main reasons. Number 1, I love basketball, and without money or anything else, basketball is just my favorite thing to do in the world. Number 2, I love helping people. So seeing smiles on kids' faces or, kids direct messaging me, telling me that they did my workouts and I really helped them, it's indescribable, really. So I love that. And then 3, being able to do it for a living, which is what, I really got to see was a possibility last spring, was like, growing up, I never wanted to sit at a desk or any of this, and I used to always say that. So I think being able to run my own business and see that it was really possible to make a sustainable income, not only a sustainable one, but a substantial income, where I could also do what I love and help people, was a no-brainer. So that's my first attempt. I'm going to post this even if it does not look good. If you're still here, I appreciate you. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. A lot more to come, and the videos will get better as I get more comfortable in front of the camera because it is not easy. And so Danny Cooper Basketball has been going for around 12 to 13 months now, and we're coming up on a really big summer. So one of the main focuses of this summer, in addition to obviously getting players better and working out on court, is really building that online brand and online, online following. So let me know if you enjoyed this video on how Danny Cooper Basketball got started and kind of the beginnings. I didn't go too much into detail. Obviously, more to come. Thanks for watching. See you next time.